Hello, hello, hello. We are 140 westbound in between Grants Pass, Oregon, or Medford, Oregon, and Klamath Falls. Another beautiful day in the neighborhood, 45 balmy degrees. Nice big lake over there to our right. At the 1-2 o'clock mark. Wasn't quite set up for filming, and I come around that bend and had that beautiful view of the valley and the lake, and I had to get prepared pretty fast to start filming, which isn't too much. It's a matter of plugging in the mic and setting the camera. Easy one-hand operation, like turning on the windshield wipers, blinker. Just takes a minute or two. So we got a 6-stop run. We're gonna pick up at Grants Pass, then go to Alturas, California, Chester, California, and then Reno, Nevada. Then we got 3 stops in Vegas, all on this one trailer load, which is actually pretty good, but I have to do the old cardio doctor's appointment. I got to get on that wicked treadmill. The thing that's going to make me wish I had been working out for 3 months prior, so it would have been easier on me. But we got to do that on Monday. If everything goes good, we should make it. Otherwise, I'll have to reschedule. But today's Thursday, the 14th. No, wait a minute. What is today? I'm looking at the wrong calendar. I think it is the 14th. But it's Thursday, so then tomorrow's Friday. So I should be able to get loaded up today. I've got 7 hours left to drive, well, actually 6:58, and 7 hours and 18 minutes left of my 14. So we should be able to get loaded. There's a Varney Creek trailhead, Varney. We should be able to get loaded today and make Alturas or Altos, something like that. I think it's Altos, Altaus. It was spelled weird. Anyway, there, and in Chester, California, then Reno. So we should be able to do those tomorrow and possibly make Vegas tomorrow night or Saturday morning. And then I'm only 12 hours away from Denver then, 12 and a half heavy. So we should be able to get there Sunday night, my doctor's appointment Monday, and then keep rocking and rolling. see what happens anyway. We're going to be, like right now, we're on a new highway. Never been on this highway before. The 140. Looks like a nice highway. I bet it could be painful during a winter storm. It's because you would have somebody going really slow, impeding the traffic. It's 43 balmy degrees out right now. Nice area, some nice big trees. Crater Lake National Park, next right. Right turn, Clyde. I think Crater Lake is a volcano that blew up. Maybe, I'm not sure. I'll have to look into that. Looks like they use lava rock to sand the highways. Watch for ice, wind flashy next 20 miles. It's like a volcano right there. About the 1 o'clock mark. Trees are so tall you can barely see it. We are empty because we made our delivery over there at Coastal there in Klamath Falls. Wire fencing, what we had. Look at that, 4-foot rolls and 6-foot rolls. Kind of like for horses or regular fencing for a pen. I was talking to a driver who was after me. In other words, I had to get out of the loading dock and he was gonna, or the unloading dock, either way. He was up next. He was in a day cab, so I knew he was a local. So I was talking to him like the best way to get over to Grants Pass. I told him I think it's 140. He's like, yep. He goes, it was snowing and icy this morning, but it should be good now. And that's where we're at right now, that area, he said. So as you can see, we're all right now. Have cruise control on because we're climbing a hill. Have the button ready to turn off any second. But it's 45 balmy degrees out. Lake of the Woods, 4 miles. It was Dead Indian trailhead. I wonder if it's okay to say that. Stupid PC culture. Maybe you can't say dead Indian, you have to say alive Indian because it's derogatory to dead Indians. I saw a thing on Facebook that said, remember the Cracker Jack cereal? Not cereal, Cracker Jack peanut. You get a prize with it. They changed the name to Caucasian Jack. I thought that was kind of funny. We get a car like that, they're in such a hurry to pull out in front of you that by the time we catch up to them, there's nobody behind me. More likely they're just going to putt. Well, why didn't you just wait? There was nobody behind me. Hurry, get in front of that truck. That's one of the things that happens a lot. People do. You're on the freeway. All of a sudden you see his car hauling butt next to you, cuts right in front of you. They were sitting behind you, and then they get in the left-hand lane, think they're going to pass. Yeah, they're going to pass. Well, they don't want to wait behind you. They want to be in front of you. So they speed, cut you off to get off of the off-ramp, which they were going to be at anyway. It's like, what is such the big hurry? Risking life because you're in a hurry. I never understand that, I reckon. You know, and you bounce off one of these trucks. That's what happens. You bounce. We don't move. We keep on going. You could get stuck in front of my bumper, and I could still be doing the same speed with you going left to right. Your trunk in the left and the driver's side on the right, the front end, and I'd still be doing the same speed. Here you are locked in front of the bumper because you're such a impatient. So yeah, we're going to go through some old western towns in Nevada. Hopefully we get to do it in the daytime. I was, the last time I went through Goldfield, I was filming then, but it was at nighttime, so I didn't even bother filming because you can't see nothing. So we'll try again tomorrow. See if we can get some good footage going through Goldfield, Nevada. A few other of them old ghost towns. Of course, they're not really ghost towns. They're still active. .45 degrees out. So leaving Klamath Falls, I saw a big mountain. The first thing that went through my head, because I knew I was in Oregon, was Mount Hood. And I'm like, now wait a minute, that can't be, because Mount Hood is up by Washington border, not the California border. So I did a quick look on Google Maps, and it was Shasta Mountain. Of course, I was looking at the northeast face of the mountain, but nonetheless, there it was. Nice and clear, though, which makes it easy to see. About 40 miles east of Medford. and safety corridor. You get popped in a safety corridor, it's double, and you didn't even know it. So you have to pay attention. A traffic violation. You think that you're in a construction zone, usually you see construction stuff, but not in a safety corridor. It's the same thing as a construction zone ticket. In other words, bad news, but you don't really realize it because it's not really advertised. It's about 78 miles between Medford and Klamath Falls. 36. About 77 miles roughly. 9 miles. Oh, I didn't read that sign very good. It said next 9 miles. I was thinking 9%. I'm like, hee-haw, that's gonna be a fun one. But I was reading it wrong, and now I don't know what the grade is, but I'm sure they'll tell us again. Aspen, California. Beautiful. Like the salmon at Capistrano. See if you know what movie that's from. Two of the characters are Lloyd and Harry. Kind of reminds me of Monarch Pass a little bit. Only there's a lot more trees here. 5% grade. Okay. APOC. Piece of cake. Of course, we're empty as well. This hill could get pretty nasty, I imagine, in the winter because it's so warm out. I don't just mean today being like, well, now look at 56 degrees. Summertime, 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 summertime. Spring, that's what it feels like. But when they do get snow, it's going to be in the 20 to 33 degree range. That's just the greasy stuff. That's the slippery. That's the stuff that you have to drive slow going downhill and haul butt going uphill. If and you can. So we're just about out of the woods, I think. There's an old fire acre. Yep, there was a fire here not too long ago. See a few trees sprouting up amongst the carcasses of the old trees. You know, that's a lot of firewood right there. You go there and drop it and chop it all up. Be all good for winter. Drop it, delimb it, turn them into rounds, split them. We're all good to go. Up in the mountains, I always took the dead trees, because you could literally drop them, delimb them, and split them right there, ready for the fire. I could have a tree dropped and in the oven cooking. Half an hour. Of course, that's not complete, but by the time I drop, cut, split a little bit, threw it in the fireplace, the wood burning stove, probably even less than that. Once I drop it and delimb it, cut a few rounds. Depends how bad I was hurting for wood. That's what happened. I start delimbing. I start dropping trees around my neighbors' yards. And I didn't ask, but the tree was dead. And they have to pay somebody to remove it. Eventually it'll rot out and fall over. Go boom, hurt something or somebody. So like a good neighbor on the state farm, I was there. I would just go drop their trees and use it for firewood. They're like, hey, you know what? How this tree got chopped down? I go, yeah, I chopped it down for you. Everybody was just full of thank yous. Yeah, absolutely, no problem. But I was actually using it for firewood, and if they wanted, nobody said anything, but had they said, well, I was going to use that for firewood, I'm like, oh, well, here's some firewood already split up for you. Or if you wanted the exercise, here's some rounds, here's some logs, and then you can round them and split them. But nobody said nothing. They were just happy to have the tree gone. I'd put a notch in the direction I wanted the tree to fall. Then I'd come from behind. Like when I say a notch, I would go level with the blade, cut into it about 4 inches. Depends how thick the tree is, of course. And then come up from an angle, 45-degree angle. It's at the bottom, 45 up to that level cut that I made. So now I got a backwards 7, if you will. And then I go 2 inches above that top cut, 2 inches above that in the back, and the tree would fall in the direction of the notch. I'm talking lodgepole pine or pine trees, basically straight up and down. If I had any that were leaning backwards or leaning one way or the other, I'd put a rope on it. If they were really bad, in bad areas, we'd bring a crane in and pull them out with the crane. Oh, Paul, he would fly somebody up to the tree to tie a rope off and fly them back down in a bucket or a cage. Paul was the ex-wife of Trish, who was Marvin's girlfriend. Marvin, the bulldozer guy, Granby, Marv Haymeyer. I saw a thing on Facebook. It said, had a picture of the dozer on a t-shirt, said, tread on those who tread on you. So I thought, man, it'd be cool to get one of them shirts, but I don't like the saying, because I was there. You know, it was both their faults to a degree, but most of it was Marvin's fault. And he, you know, they're trying to make him out to be the hero. That's not the case. Now, if they had a picture of the dozer and said, well, you just can't take it anymore, that's different, you know? When you just can't take it anymore, and there's a picture of a tanked up dozer, it's a different saying, you know? Okay, we're out of the mountains. We'll get some more on this trip, hopefully. Well, for sure in Nevada. So we'll call this good for now. Thanks again for riding shotgun with Mountain Man Mike. Till the next time, enjoy. Peace. Looks like the scales are open or closed. I don't know. See ya.